Good evening. Holman softball has rode a wave of momentum all the way to the sectional championships. Vikings one win away from their first trip to state since 1999. In order to clinch a state berth, they need to knock out top seed Verona. Game played at Sun Prairie. Verona has 2 on in the 4th inning. Kylie Sham's strikeout helps get her out of the jam. Still a scoreless ball game. 5th inning, Verona leads off the inning with a bunt single, and the suicide squeeze good for the game's first run. 1 out, top of 6. Kendra Lees rips a double to deep center, so tying run aboard. However, Verona pitchers getting strikeouts for out number 2 and 3 keeps it a 1-0 game. Verona then getting some insurance runs with 2 outs in the 6th, with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Batter reaching first safely, and that would do it. Verona ends Holman's season 3-0 the final. Luther 1 win away from their first ever trip to state as they travel to face Poinet. Pumas look to extend their lead in the 3rd. Riley Barnhurst drives it to the fence in right field, and it is a 4-0 ball game. But Knights get on the board bottom half. Claire Schultz back up the middle. RBI single cuts it to 3. More Luther bats the following inning. Keely Paws hits one to short. Throw getting away at first base, so 2 will score. And the Knights now only down by a run. But big at bat by Poinet's Brooke Dredsky in the 7th. Solo shot to center. Their lead back to 2. Last chance for Luther. Tying run on first, but Anna Doby gets called out looking. Luther losing a hard-fought ball game, 5-3 the final.
I'm proud of the girls. They were able to stick in, giving them runs early. We didn't start out real strong offensively or defensively, and they just kept battling. I'm so proud of this group of what they've done, today and throughout the whole season.
Cochrane Fountain City is state-bound over in Division 4. They get a 7-1 victory over Shell Lake. Soto comes up a couple runs short, so it will be CFC versus Southwestern a week from tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the state semifinal. And in Minnesota, Winona softball state-bound with a 4-1 win over Cass and Manorville. Cotter's state bid comes up a bit short as they lose 11-1. Well, there's only one blemish on the conference resume of the 2016 MVC baseball champion Logan Rangers. That's a 1-run loss to Onalaska in early April. Almost 2 months later, the two meet again in a Division I regional championship game. 2nd inning, Onalaska strikes first. Danny Garrity hits a chopper past the mound. No throw on the play, 1 run in. Hilltoppers strike first, but the Rangers respond. Dalton Hoff rips one to left. 1 run comes in, and it ties the game at 1-1. 4th inning, Isaiah Smith pops one up. That one is trouble. It falls in fair territory. That scores 2, and Rangers take their first lead of the game. More from Logan in the 4th. Tanner Holzer finding some green. Throw at the plate will be late. Logan scoring 3 times in the inning to take a 4-1 lead. 7th inning, last chance for Anna. Jacob Erickson gets Austin Manglitz to ground out. Erickson going the distance with 12 strikeouts. Logan moving on with the 5-1 win. They'll face DeForest Tuesday at 2 in Sauk Prairie. And Holman gives top seed Middleton all they could handle, but the Cardinals come away with a 3-2 win. Couple upsets in Division II, West Salem and Mauston both picking up wins on the road. So those two teams square off this coming Tuesday, 1 p.m. at Altoona in the sectional semis. A playoff matchup we seem to get around this time every year. Aquinas and Westby. Blue Golds once again get to raise the regional championship plaque as they 10-run rule the Norsemen. 10-0 the final in 6. Aquinas advances to the sectional that they get to host this upcoming Tuesday. Their opponent, the winner of this game, Cochrane Fountain City hosting Arcadia. Pirates strike first. John Simonisky grounds one to the right side. It gets by second base. Brad Showalter scores. It's 1-0 CFC. Arcadia flashing the leather early on. Matt Thomas tracks down a long fly ball and reaches out for the great catch. Keeps it 1-0. Next inning, ground ball to short. Brady back, throws from his knees. Sam Schweistel showing off his hops, applies the tag for the out. All that great defense pays off. Arcadia down to its final out, ties the game in the 7th, and they win it in the 9th. 5-2 the final. 1C Prairie Desheen hosts Cuba City. Cambridge awaiting the winner of this game. Bottom 1, Prairie Desheen strikes right away. Peyton Hall hits a line drive up the middle for a double. 1 run comes around to score. A man on third now for Jack Wasacek. And he hits another line drive past the infield. That will score Hall. 2 outs then and a man on second for Jonathan Dyer. And he gets one down over second for an RBI single, making it 3-0 Hawks. And Prairie Desheen cruises to a 12-2 victory. Moving to Division 4, top seed Independence Gilmanton and Bangor battle for a spot at sectionals. 5th inning, Isaac Poppy gets an RBI the easy way. Bases loaded walk, Jonathan Warner scores, 7-0 Indies. Next batter, Andrew Grukowski grounds to first. Ball bobbled by the fielder, another run scores. Indies extend the lead. Few batters later, Blaine Olson sends Bangor home early. A bloop hit into right, scores 2 more. Indy Gilmanton defeats Bangor 10-0. They'll face Hillsborough and Weston on Tuesday. Couple more scores, Durant a 3-2 winner, and Pepin Alma knocks off top seed Emmanuel. Division 2 Central hosting Toma. Second half, scoreless game, Central on the free kick. It appears to be a goal for Maura Anderson, but it is waved off. Offsides on the Red Raiders is called, so it's still scoreless. Ends up being Toma who strikes first. Jordan Pierce sneaks one past the keeper. Timberwolves grab a 1-0 lead, and that's the final. Also, Onalaska picks up a shutout victory. Holman moves on with an overtime win, and Logan falls at River Falls. West Salem has a 1 seed in Division 3. They open up against Arcadia Independence. First half, Panthers up 2-0. J.C. Olson with the header off of the corner makes it 3-zip. More West Salem. Alex Galbraith sneaks one in the right side of the net. That's now 5-0. West Salem rolls to a 12-0 win, and Sparta wins 4-0. Also, Mauston a winner, and Mel-Min GET losing by a goal. Get ready to hear plenty of Grukowski, followed by cheers from the Purple people this weekend. A pair of brothers from Independence are set to compete in a combined 6 events at state. Alex and Andrew Grukowski, the wide receiver running back combo for the Indies in the fall, separated by 1 grade and by nearly nothing in terms of speed. Alex is set to run at UW Stout next year. Andrew's junior spring season, also including a starting spot in the outfield for the Indies baseball team. The two will not go head-to-head this weekend in lacrosse, but their battles this spring were epic.
During the conference meet, we were both put in the 200, and he beat me by like 800ths of a second. Actually, at regionals, the same thing happened, but by tenths of a second again. Me and him were just had a really good night that night, and really happy to both be there, because it's his last year.
My mom, she was a pretty good track athlete, and I guess my dad was fast too. I think we're both gonna have some nerves coming in. It's a big meet. I really want to be state champion. That's the goal.